Good morning, everybody. We'll be starting in just 1 second. All right. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Look at this. Got a lot of people here. There I am. Happy, what is it? Thursday today. Wow. Where did the week go, right? It feels like a Tuesday, maybe feels like a Tuesday, but it is a Thursday. Hey, Devin, Cheese Great Trader, Stacy Arnolfo, John, Moondog, Piet Brock, Richie. Good morning, Richie. Hi, Grounder, Jill. Good morning, Jill. I hope you're doing well. Afa Diaz, Dave, another Dave. Jason, good morning, Jason. Ivano, Minchie, Scott, Nathan. Hey, Nathan, good to see you. Ray, Yuri's here. Good morning, Yuri. Javad, Wade. Always good to see Wade. Frank, Norman, Rihanna, Chris, Steve. We got a couple of Steves here. We got Vernon, we got Dave, we got Tom, we got Genevieve, we got low IQ Johnny. Johnny, come on, don't sell yourself short. Bernie the Bear, Walter, Lloyd, Peter, Graham, Charlie, John, David, Hefe, Minnesota Matt. Always good to see Minnesota Matt and Hefe here, and David and John and Charlie, Ivan, Greg, Don, Illinois grain farmer, Sin. Hey Fred, good to see you. Good talking to you yesterday. Steve is here. Raj is here. Randy's here. Jeremiah's here. Vince is here. Bill, Doug, Shamens, Hopium Addict. Good morning, Cam. Good to see you. Hope you guys are keeping warm wherever you're at. Kevin, Raj, Rock, Art, Captain Beef. I want to go fast. Mark, Stan, Jean. Good morning, Jean. Solaris here. We got Warren, Gregory, Dragon Dawn. We got Scorp. We got Jesse. We got Dave. We got Captain Sharp. We got Kurt. We got Sandy. Good morning, Sandy. Oh my goodness. Minnesota minus 10. That should be legal. Good morning, Penny. Good to see you. Rick, Charlie, Duzzy, Henry, Don, Karen DeShark is here. Cleaning up on Tesla yesterday. You're really earning that reputation, Karen. I'll tell you that. Stacy, DBDIG, Danny. Good morning, Danny. So much easier to read that. Hey, good morning, Eagle Beagle. Good to see you here. Always good to see my Eagle Beagle. Marlon, good morning. Good morning, Marlon. Becky, Jody, Brian, Michael, William. Good morning, William. We got Sean here. We got Eddie. We got Ann. We got Chris. We got Naples fan. We got Mark. We got Flying Ronan. Always good to see Flying Ronan. Johnny, Tamara, Gregory. Good morning, Gregory. Frex, Mark, Bob, Devin, Scampy, Adrian. Good morning, Adrian. Mike, Tamara, Bobby, Terrence, Bull Rider, Eduardo, John. Always good to see Bob here. Thank you, Bob. Let's make sure we give a thumbs up to Bob for doing God's work. He's a great actuary. John, Mary, Kai, Sapster. We got a lot of people here is what we got. We got Wayne, we got Tom, we got Mike, Michelle, we got Tom, Jersey, Hopium Addict, Sapster, Kai, Mary, John, Bob, Eduardo, Bull Rider, Peanuts, Roddy. Good morning, Roddy. I was actually I was reading your testimonials yesterday. We had a live class. Correct me if I'm wrong. You used to be in the in police, right? If I remember correctly, you were in the police. I think that's what you did before you retired, if I remember correctly. Uh, Penny, culpable, Deanna. Good morning, everybody, folks. If you're just coming in here right now, real quick, what I'd like for you to do is I'd like for you to go ahead and make sure you're not doing what I'm doing. I'm hardwired, so it usually puts me at 1080, but we never know for sure. So make sure you go right here to 1080, right here. Click 1080 so it has you, okay? Right there. Hey CJ, Angie, good to see you. Chief of Police, that's right. See, I knew it. I remember, Roddy. You told me that once, and I remember things pretty well. Yeah, you were Chief of Police. I remember that. Excellent, 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 excellent. All right. Also, while you're here, if you don't mind, give us a thumbs up. Just one thumbs up and join our channel so you'll be notified the minute we are live, okay? The minute we are live. All right. All right, let's begin. What is the market doing? Today is a very interesting day in the market. It's a very, very interesting day in the market because you've got one mega cap stock deeply, Microsoft is very much down and Meta is very much up, and they're sort of offsetting each other. You can actually see it right here. Very little price action today. It is up, but very, very little price action today. We got to be extra, extra, extra careful today. Extra careful. Although we do have everything up, folks, this is randomness. This isn't a meaningful move to the upside, okay? Which means we can be moving up or down, and I'm expecting a lot of volatility. Also, options. Good morning, Don. Michael, good morning. Roddy, Michael, Dragon, Don, Richard, Robert, Cherie. Good morning, Cherie. Um, they're in Los Angeles right now, Sandy. They took 2 days in LA to hang out with some friends, so to split up the trip a little bit, because their school doesn't start till middle of February. Australia, the time difference is all. And my daughter is going to be interviewing with Georgetown, I think this week sometime. So I'll let you know how that goes. Um, yeah, 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 yeah. We'll talk about gold and silver as well. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate all the nice words about my son. I'm really upset about him leaving, but I don't feel as mopey as I did yesterday. I feel a little bit better. So this is randomness. This is randomness. As far as Fed data, folks, we have international trades in goods and services, we have productivity, and we have factory orders. And I'm not going to pay attention to any one of these reports because these are going back to October and November. Okay. These are old reports. The market has no impact on them at this point. Okay, I don't even think it's worth talking about them. But we do have especially after Fed yesterday. But we do have jobless claims today, and I'm gonna go on a limb and say the number's going to be somewhere right in here between 200 and 195 and 220,000 because it's been there for the last 10 years. So I don't see that going anywhere. All right. Tell me what about Australia just after midnight? Tell me about time in Australia. Yeah, yeah, there you go. Hey, hey, Carlos, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. All right. Yeah, they're going to be leaving tomorrow, Saturday morning or tomorrow night to Australia. Now I'll keep everybody posted. That's right, Gregory. That's right. Yeah, thanks, Sandy. Thanks. You too, Rod. Good, Dragon Dawn. Good to see that. Good to see that. All right. So I'm expecting this number to be completely nothing. I'll go ahead and put on TC 2000. I mean, yeah, TC 2000, just so we have it on. But I'm not expecting this number to be. Um, I- I'm going to be honest with you. People say the VIX is broken. I think this is broken. Okay, because this number has been right around 200, 220, 230, 240, 190, 240, 230, 210, just in that bracket for as far back as I can remember. And by the way, bonds are holding up pretty good overnight. Looks like we bottomed out at 8 p.m. yesterday and we've been going higher. As far as stocks, we've been just kind of going sideways. Chips have been going down and mags, no, nothing. Look at that. This is what I mean. If you look at Microsoft going down and look at Meta going up and mags are just like they're it's being offset. One is offsetting the other, which is really interesting. I love when that happens. All right, let's keep an eye on the bond market. Okay. So that's as far as Fed data. As far as earnings are concerned, we're digesting a hell of a lot of earnings. All right. Joey. Oh, all right. Good for you, Henry. Good for you. Good for you, Al. Good morning. Delbert, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning for folks who are just coming in here right now. Did you treat them to premium economy business class? Uh, they got premium economy. They got premium economy. All right. So I got a lot of miles on my credit cards. All right. So we have to digest this. Okay, we have to digest this. And today, folks, if you think it's done, we've got Apple tonight. Okay, you've got Visa tonight. You've got Mastercard and Caterpillar. You've got WDC. You've got LMT. You've got a lot of stocks we have to digest. After today, things will start getting a little more normal, and I'll be able to do an update for you. Okay, on earnings forecast. Okay, maybe I'll even do that today. U.S. dollar. U.S. dollar is coming off. Still not helping us at all. This is actually helping boost silver and gold prices because it's really cooling off right here. But I'm not notice this is already the second and third day. This is already the third day. This is the second day. This is the major capitulation day. Notice we're in no hurry to jump back up. Typically, when you see that, it just consolidates around here, creates equilibrium, and then falls some more. So let's be cautious right now. I'm not suggesting that's going to happen. And actually, we have quite a lot of here. We have quite a lot of support near this area right here. We don't want to drop below 98. If we drop below here, we're in deep doo-doo right here. But 94, 95 is a major support, and we're not there yet. So we do have some room. But overall, I'm not happy about this at all. Okay, I'm not happy about that at all. Yeah, some of these have reported already, and I'll talk about that as well. Um, China is moving up. China is definitely going to be on our catalyst list today. It's definitely moving up. This is a major move right here from China. Remember, the reason you're seeing all of these gaps here is because this is their night session. This is their night session. Okay. Very, very important. Hey, Linda, good to see you here. Laura, CJS, good to see you guys. So this is their night session. Very important. Bond market. As I mentioned yesterday, I don't really. Let me put on my jacket 1 second. As I mentioned yesterday, the bond market, I don't like this. This is now an A line to the downside. Yes, this is an A line to the downside right here. Okay. Now, I'm not suggesting you trade this, but this is an A line to the downside, which usually means we're going to go a little lower. Um, Now, not all A lines do well, but this is a classic A line pattern right here. Okay. Right there. And we're below the VWAP. So we have a clean VWAP, clean A line up to right here to the downside. That's not really great for the bond market. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. Also, while we're here, let me give you guys a few important links. Okay. And by the way, Cam, your brother's a champ. He was sick the last few days. It didn't stop him from being in the VIP room. The White brothers are troopers. Okay. So here's my link to the VIP room today. Okay. Here's the link to the VIP room today. Okay. Let me tell you what my agenda today for the VIP room is going to be. Which options do I like for swing trading programs? Which options do I like for my day trading programs? What's the upside versus downside of a debit spread versus a straight call or a put? Why we use the 50% ratio for debit spreads? When you should avoid using options? Should you leg into spreads or combine orders? The upside of out of the money options and spreads, the upside of in the money options and spreads, why scalping with out of the money options makes the most sense. Um, and I'll answer all of those questions. And then Nate, our publisher Nate's going to be joining us, and he's going to be talking about um, some goodies. Okay. One second. Okay. All right. So, because those are the questions we got from yesterday, so I want to make sure those questions are answered. Does that sound like something you guys would want to hear? All right. And here is Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show, right here. And here is Telegram channel. Telegram channel. It may, Vince. It may. It could. Not next week, but maybe next couple of weeks. Not yet. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. All right. We're not there yet. And yeah, so that's the Telegram, and then you have the Prosperity Pub help. That's customer service live from 10 to 1 every day. And then Alex will be joining them at 11 a.m. today. I'm not really that familiar with Alex's stuff, but I'm pretty sure if he's in the pub, you guys will enjoy him. All right, gold. Let's talk about gold. Gold is just gone crazy. Folks, this is really, I'm not kidding. This is emotional buying right here. This is way, 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 way too, way, way just. And again, I don't have a problem with gold, and I'm not suggesting gold is not going to go higher. What I'm saying is this is way too much. This is way too much. This right here. When you see price action like this is greed. This is madness. This is not price discovery right here. These moves are not sustainable. They don't last, okay? Now, a lot of people, for some unknown reason, think that I'm saying that gold is going to go down, it's going to crash, it's topping out. I didn't say any of those things. All I'm saying is it's getting ahead of itself. In the short term, it's getting ahead of itself. That's all I am saying. Please don't misconstrue what I'm trying to say. All I'm saying is that gold needs to come back here before it can continue steadily going higher. We're talking about from 5,500 to 4,700, not $280 an ounce, okay? All I'm suggesting is that this trend right here, this trend is see this trend right here that lasts all this time right here? That's the trajectory right here, not this. Assets don't go straight up. Okay, they don't do that. So all I'm suggesting is that we're going to come right back down to this base and continue moving. We have not broken our trend line. I'm not saying this is the peak. What it is trading like a peak, by the way, but I'm not suggesting that. I'm suggesting that we're just going to come down to the base. We're overextended. Okay, we're overextended. Right here. Here's my line. You see this line that's moving very gently. You see, here's the problem. When you have a trend line, you have to assume that that angle is going to hold. Do you really think price can hold an angle like this? Come on, I mean, we're all adults here, right? We're not children, right? Come on. This is parabolic price movement does not sustain itself. That's called panic buying. And by the way, I'm finally starting to see taxi drivers talking about gold. My neighbors are talking about gold. My in-laws are talking about gold. You guys know what happens when everybody and their mother starts talking about something, right? Just be careful here. Be careful. But I'm not calling a top. I'm just saying that we're overextended in the last week and a half, 2 weeks of a major, major run. So let's not get, right here. All I'm saying is that we're going to come back to this trajectory. That's it. That's all. That's all. Okay. Let's exactly. That's all. Yeah. Elasticity is stretched. That's exactly right. It's folks. Look, this is the market. This is your market. This is the rubber band, right? This is the rubber band. Okay, right here. And then the rubber band goes like this, and if it continues going like that, it either comes back or it breaks. This is not natural price action right here. This is crazy shit. This I've been doing this for a long time, and price action like this is not sustainable. Look, it tried doing it right here. What happened? It came right back down to the base. See this? This is what I'm suggesting will happen here. Just this is too much. Too much. Okay. Good morning, Armin. How are you? All right. Just a little too much. A little too much. Okay. Too much. Too much. All right. Crude oil. Crude oil is not too much. It had a nice little consolidation here, and now we're breaking up, and I'm liking this. Now, this isn't really good for Ukraine, but I'm liking what I'm seeing here, and there's some really good stocks. I actually have three energy stocks on my watch list. And again, folks, I'm not. Again, don't put words in my mouth and suggest that I'm going to be at a symposium today with T Buzz and Jeffrey and all the guys at 2:30, and we're going to talk about gold. But again, all I'm saying is that we need to come back to this line right here. Look, this can continue moving higher. Look, but at a reasonable pace. At a reasonable pace, not like this. And same thing for silver, by the way. This is craziness. Going up 4% per day. Come on. I mean, come on, really? This is too much. This is too much. This is way too much. To go from 40 to 108 in a month and a half, it's just too much. Made a good analogy: gold and an airplane angle of attack. When a plane climbs too steep, it stalls. That's exactly what I'm saying, Penny. Thank you. Yeah, it's just too steep. Not saying it's going to fall. I'm not saying it's going to crash. I'm not saying it's, and by the way, I never did. All I'm saying is it's too overextended in the short term. Prices don't naturally move that way. And whenever you have unnatural movement, it's usually non-sustainable. Yes, exactly, Carlos. Exactly, 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 exactly. So be careful here. This is not a time. This is not a time to be. This is not a time to be accumulating gold. As I said before, if you currently have gold, that's fine. But please don't go buying gold till it comes back, or silver till it comes back to earth. This is just not normal. This is either manipulated price action, which I'm not. I have no evidence to suggest that. This is just not sustainable price discovery. Okay. I mean, I can show you a gazillion cases where price just doesn't sustain itself. How long could it overextend? Not much longer. It usually doesn't happen very long. The time period doesn't happen very much. That's a very good analogy, Penny. By the way, thank you for saying that. Yeah. Okay. Crude oil we talked about already. I like this breakout. This is a nice breakout, very nice breakout. I like how we're above the 200-day moving average, and we got some volume here. This looks like it can have some possible legs. By the way, when crude oil goes up, it's a good sign that economy is actually doing well. Okay, Bitcoin. Bitcoin, as I mentioned before, we tried. I was skeptical. We tried because we were below the 200, and we are back here. If we keep coming down here and keep knocking on this door, eventually it's going to open. Okay, that's exactly right. It doesn't have to go down. It could just stop and go sideways, and everything will catch up to it. Yeah, it doesn't have to go. It doesn't have to go down, but usually it goes down. But it doesn't have to go down. It can go sideways. If it goes, okay, so this is a good point, Penny. So you see this move right here? If the length of time here, if gold up to here goes sideways, right here, it will relieve the pressure here if it goes sideways for this much time. The problem is usually when this type of a rally stalls, sellers aggressively start coming in. But technically she is correct. We can go sideways and we can flag till the averages catch up. But honestly, I mean this is just too much. And you're right, Penny. But usually we start seeing fallback because what happens is as soon as price starts falling down, everybody who bought right here starts panicking and gets out. Okay. So again, I'm just telling you, it does not need to go. Yeah, it can pause. That's right. It can pause. Te- st- In theory, Penny, in theory, yes, you're 100% right. In reality, I just don't know. Do you think the audit of COMEX and silver overstated the reason for the increase in silver prices? No, I don't. I think it's crazy demand with all of these AI data centers and all that. But I think it's too much. All right, let's talk about catalysts. We're doing good on time. I don't want to mess it up. By the way, we have a report coming out in just a few minutes. This report right here. Please just give me the number if you get it before me because Matt stole my trade exchange access. I buy myself a nice access to trade exchange, and what happens? My assistant steals it from me. I should steal it back. The truth is, if I used it in the morning before he comes in, he wouldn't even know I'm using it. I have an idea. But anyways, let's talk about catalysts. Minnesota Matt and others. Do you guys want to post your catalyst? Give me a catalyst. Good morning, good morning, Krishna. All right, Matt's coming in hot. Let's see if I have exactly what Matt has. Mags, Infotech. I have it in that order too, by the way. Industrial. I got that. Materials. I sure as heck got that. I got consumer staples. China Fed data. Matt, what about financials? Oh, you do have financials. Okay, you have financials. Sorry, your financials are my financials are higher up than you. But yes, we have exactly the same thing. Charlie says Fed, Mags, Infotech, China earnings. You almost got right. We got some consumer, we got some industrial and basic material stuff too. But you're doing better, Charlie. You're doing good. Okay. Okay. All right. You guys are right on the catalysts. Thanks, Adam. I think we're almost 50. I think we're 50 for 50 now in the pit without any losers. I don't want to jinx myself. Scorp says, like that. Scorp 007. I like that. Max Financial, Infotech, Fed, Data, Industrial. Yeah, you got it right, Scope, but you got basic materials in there as well. Lada, is it Layden, or is it Lada? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I think it's Lada. Yeah, the pit is. Well, folks, can you tell Lada what she should expect in the pit? Why don't you give her a preview of what she should expect in the pit? Tell her how much you hate the pit, how much you absolutely hate the pit. Tell her, let her know. All right, let's talk about this. Tech stocks are leading right now, although I'll be honest with you, this is flat. This is flat. All right, forecast previous 209. Okay, thanks, Richie. Remember my projection? We came at 209, which is same. Oh, it's Laura. Hi, Laura. Hi, Laura. Sorry, I didn't mean to get your name wrong. We need to buy a second service for yourself. It's important. I'll get a limit. Suggest you have enough money to buy. Winners all the time. I love it regardless. All right. There you go. There you go. Sorry, I got your name wrong. I apologize. All right. So 209. 209. Okay. 209,000 is the actual number. And the market is really reacting a lot. Being sarcastic. No reaction whatsoever. None whatsoever. Yeah, I didn't think so. Let's see if the stock market has a reaction. Nope. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. Okay. Let's go through this. Bob says money. All right. Winners all the time. Thank you, Mark. It's the best. It's the best 100% right on daily. Thank you, JCS. I appreciate it. Oh, all right. Well, there you go. All right. So Meta plans to expend 135 billion this year. Can you imagine how much money that is? 135 billion on infrastructure. Amazing. Meta climbed 7%. Very strong guidance. Tesla gained more than 3% after EF market reported better than expected. It's funny. We haven't heard anything from Musk. Like he like totally disappeared after that get out of Dodge thing, which is the best thing he could have done. Just get out of the limelight. Microsoft slumped over 6%. Not good. Not good. Meta and Microsoft are offsetting each other right now. They're offsetting each other right now. Man, the bond market looks like it's dead. I mean, no movement at all. Everybody's focused on the mega caps right now. Thanks, Blackman. I appreciate it. Oh, Black Mama. Sorry. Mamba. Black Mamba. Man, I can't see anything. Sorry about that, Black Mamba. Sorry about that. Got it. Got it, Laura. All right. Seagate was the biggest stock yesterday. Again, very nice forecast. And by the way, I hope everybody understands now that AI is not going, I mean, chips are not going anywhere. This whole AI thing is not going anywhere. Um, they're not overvalued. Texas Instrument. Today, he talks about Texas Instrument. The company reported yesterday morning, and he's talking about it today. Come on, Alexander, you could do better than that. Okay. Remember yesterday, I was like, where's Texas Instrument and all of this? How come nobody's mentioning Texas Instrument? It came out yesterday morning, 24 hours ago. He's talking about it now. Doesn't make any sense. Carvana. I'm actually going to Carvana tomorrow. Well, I'm not going anywhere. My wife is going to Carvana tomorrow to sell my son's car. My son has a Forerunner. I'm going to sell his car so I could buy him another one in Australia. So, and Carvana has historically given us the best prices for used vehicles, about 20%, 10 to 20% better than dealers. Okay, federal committee, they're not doing interest rates, nothing. They kept it 10 to 2. Job gains have remained low. Unemployment rate has shown signs of stabilization. It has. Policymakers also removed language referring to heightened downside risk to unemployment that has appeared in previous three statements. I like where things are moving right now. I like where things are moving right now. All right. Jerome Powell highlighted a clear improvement in expectations for the U.S. economy. Outlook for economic activity has improved, clearly improved since last meeting. That should matter for labor market and for employment. He demurred when asked what it should take for the Fed to cut rates again. Yeah, we're going to be in for, there's not going to be any adjustments for the next quarter. There's not going to be any, CarMax is her second choice, Rock. Second choice. CarMax. That's she goes CarMax and Carvana. Thank you for that, Rock. He's absolutely right. Thanks, Blackman. All right, 86% chance that they're not going to do anything in March. Remember what I said? I believe they're going to cut rates next time in June, July, not in March. I think when we get closer to June or July, we'll get there. Today we have earnings on just about everything you can imagine. Alexander has this number completely wrong. This was the number as of a week and a half ago. I'm going to try and get you the new update from FactSet. Bloomberg is not as good, by the way, folks. If you really want to know earnings, the site you want to use is FactSet. FactSet. I go to right here. I go to Zacks because I'm too cheap. I go to Zacks and I get their updates right here. Right here. And he updates it about twice a week. So this is where I get my updates, and he gets it straight from FactSet. Okay. FactSet. Fact, like the word fact, and then the word set, S-E-T. Okay. It's very expensive to subscribe, and you get it from Zacks like 2 days later. So just FYI. All right. Let's continue. A lot of earnings, a lot of industrial, a lot of basic materials, a lot of stuff. Initial jobless claims came out already. The bond market is doing nothing, absolutely nothing, no reaction at all. Europe is up 0.35. Strength in mining and energy stocks helped offset earnings. Mining stocks rallied on Thursday. Gold and silver reached all new highs again. Again, you guys know what I think about that. Energy stocks also advanced as oil prices rose on concerns the U.S. could carry out military strike on the Middle East. I think this is something we really need to pay attention to because I think this is something that is not something that Trump would be opposed to doing if his hand was forced. Just my opinion. China, he's actually pretty tough on international, which I think is great. China, except Russia, ended higher, making a third straight session of gains. Liquor stocks led the gains on Thursday. China is really moving. I mean, this is a real big move right here. Zacks is awesome. Yeah, just for that, it's really good. Model is different than traditional dealer private loan origination business. Money is made off of selling those loans. Cars are just a vehicle. Got it. Got it. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. Okay, let's continue. Japan reversed earlier losses, closed slightly higher. The market right now, folks, is very much dead, and it's been dead overnight. There's been look at this. By the way, these are my levels from last night, from yesterday. Look at how well they're holding. But we'll get into all that later. I may not even have to rewrite them today. Okay. Defense stocks climbed on Thursday. All right. Defense stocks climbed on Thursday. We may be getting a little defensive here. Thanks, Rob. Rob, I'm not really into them. I just like their earnings. I just like their earnings update because they just copy FactSet. And the big earnings today, IBM is up. Microsoft, if Microsoft wasn't down 6%, we would see a really nice rally. Folks, this is going to be a big, big problem. Please keep your eye on Microsoft today. I think ultimately the market wants to go higher, but for Microsoft. This is a big problem. And I don't have to tell you how much market cap this stock has. Okay. We're tithering on. We also have Apple earnings after the close today. Folks, please be cautious. Be cautious today. This is randomness. There's nothing going on right now. Okay. Okay. Volatility, folks, is still persisting at this level. By now, I thought we would have already dropped, but volatility is smelling something. So let's be cautious here. Let's be cautious. Let's treat this market like a sideways market for now. Okay. Put the call ratio. Put the call ratio is still telling us that call buyers are still persisting. We haven't broken this area yet, okay? But we're definitely near here, which telling us that there's much more favoritism towards the call side than the put side, which means there's not a lot of fear in the market, which means we should eventually, maybe after Apple earnings, assuming they're good, start seeing volatility come off again. Because remember, this isn't really a fear index, it's a volatility index. We call it the fear index. Okay. Folks, if you're just coming in here right now, two things. I'm about to get into charts. So I want to make sure you're watching everything on 1080p like I am. Make sure that you're watching on 1080p, not 720, not 480, not 360, not auto, 1080p. That way you'll have at least some degree of clarity, okay? All right. All right. At the same time, here's the link for the VIP room where I will be answering questions that you guys asked me yesterday about options, okay, and spreads. I'll be answering them today. Here is my link for the Telegram channel where I always post market updates, my levels, testimonials, all the good stuff I post there. And here's Customer Service Live, where if you guys have questions, you should go to Customer Service Live and they will answer any questions you may have. Installation. Why does your platform look different than mine? All that stuff. All that stuff. It's all there. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Bob. And here's my email address, roger@rogerscott.com. Please, trading questions only, okay? Detailed questions for trading, not customer service. So volatility is a little up here. Put the call ratio still stable. In terms of what stocks are leading, I'll tell you right now, we have technology, semiconductors, QQQ, communication. Consumer discretionary is in the middle because that has a lot more interest rate exposure, okay? This is more AI exposure. This is interest rate exposure. And here's all the interest rate stocks, the home builders, the retail, the Russell 2000. So it seems like you have a split between hard tech and interest rates, something that I predicted would happen a few months ago. I said don't keep them separately because interest rates are directly impact small caps and retail and home builders, but indirectly impact large cap, the communication. So the hard technology stocks are doing well. The interest rate sensitive stuff is not doing well. So you got to have a little split here, okay? It's not great. It's not great because ultimately, interest rates will start impacting this too, okay? Just not yet. As far as the market, as you could see here, we're just moving sideways. We're not really going higher right now. And I find it very hard I find it hard to believe that institutions are going to put the market higher before Apple earnings comes out or really push the market one way or the other. It's not something they do very often. But technically, we're looking really nice here. All right. We're looking really nice. Remember I told you this is an A line yesterday? Right here, right here. I told you that. SMH, way overextended. This is way too much. This is way too much. Look, up here, we come down. Every time we get way too above the eight, all you have to do, look at this red line and look at what happens every time we get a little distance between the line. Comes back down. See the distance right here? Comes back down. See the distance? It comes back down. See the distance? Comes back down. See the distance? It comes back down. See the distance? It comes back down. Do you guys think this time is any different? And chips have been getting a little ahead of themselves the last few days. They've been getting a little ahead of themselves the last few days. They have. They have. They have. As a matter of fact, you could see it right here. Technology. Look at chip stocks right here. They're getting a little ahead of themselves. So, while I'm not saying we're gonna go down in the dumps, again, same thing as gold. We need to. This is much. This is not a commodity, so it doesn't have as much emotional buying. But you see this level, which happens to be right near the 8-day EMA, right here. We need to come down here. We need to come down here. So I'm starting to get a little disenchanted with chip stocks as a result of this. Okay, just like right here. See how we came back down. See how right here we came back down. Next couple of days, we're going to come down. Now, watch, I'm going to get 10 emails from people saying, Roger, why are you buying chip stocks? Why are you buying tech stocks and telling us chips are going to be coming down? I'm not saying we're going to crash and burn. All I'm saying is we're going to come down to this level. Overextended. Don't confuse overextended in the short term with crash, burn, coming down. It's two different things. All I'm suggesting is that we're getting ahead of ourselves. The rubber band is getting a little too stretched out, a little too stretched out. It needs to snap back. Okay. Yep. Yep. That makes sense, Naples fan. That's something you're gonna, Lana. That's something you're gonna have to ask Kane. You're gonna have to ask Kane. And by the way, you can reach out to Kane. He responds just like I do, very, very quickly. So I think chips are a little ahead of themselves. What about mega caps? Let's look at mega caps. Are mega caps getting ahead of themselves? No, they're not getting ahead of themselves. Not at all, actually. I mean, they could come down, but they're not getting ahead of themselves. They're actually moving at a very nice pace here. So mega caps are looking good. QQQ is not getting ahead of themselves. QQQ is just kind of sitting here. Again, I think all of this will come down to the 8-day EMA, but I love how we're sitting right here, and this does not look bad. The only one that really looks overextended is semiconductors. It looks really overextended. Um, Russell 2000 setting up. I think this is going to consolidate and do a little circle here like this, and we'll have an A line right here, 266.67 once we completely turn around. Here, let me show you. There, kind of like this, like that. And if it comes back down, we don't want it. But if it comes back like this, we want it when it crosses this level right here. And then the second entry is right here. Okay? So this is kind of building a base. Whereas semiconductors need to come back down to their base. Okay? Just kind of showing you a couple of things there. All right. All right. Talked about sectors. We talked about all of that. Let's talk about levels. Let's talk about levels. I know you guys love when I talk about levels. Now, this is my level on the SPY from yesterday. What do you guys think? Look at that. Look at my levels from yesterday. This is you could have traded, you could have totally just traded using my levels. Okay. Very nice, very nice. Let's do that again. There, there, there. Got a nice little pocket here. Okay. That should keep you busy for a while. Can't go higher because there's no levels above us. That should keep you busy for a while. Okay. I'm posting this in the main Telegram channel for all of you. Okay, that's the SPY levels. Let me just check something here. Yeah, that's good. Let's do QQQ levels. Remember, I'm posting this inside when the day is totally outside of your morning levels. Jump above. Then Benjamin. Then you look for the upper level. Here, I'll show you. So I'll show you right now. So look. By the way, that these are levels from yesterday. Let's say you jump up here. You use this as support, or use this as a support to go higher. Okay. I really don't want to touch this because this is perfect. Let's see. A little here, a little there. I really don't want to touch this. There. And that's it. That's my change from yesterday. Huh. I'll be damned. Okay. One second. One second. One second. Those are some good levels. QQQ levels, hardly any change from yesterday. Okay. SMH levels. By the way, look at how well my levels hit yesterday, guys. For those of you who don't use my levels, um, I don't have to really do anything here. They're perfect. Let's see. A little change right here. Man, oh man. I gotta say, I'm pretty good at this, if I do say so myself. These are pretty good levels right here. I don't think there anything needs to. Yeah, right here. Right there. Hardly any changes from yesterday. Notice how it's resisting that 421.50. You should keep an eye on this 421.55 level because it's resisting it pretty good. Okay. Hardly any change from yesterday. Let's do Russell 2000. Yeah, Russell's all over the place. Let's change that. Real ugly trading action last night. Makes it hard to draw these levels. Right there. Okay. Wait, I got to do the bond market too. Let's see. Hopefully this is benefiting you guys. And let's do bonds. And I have sessions during VIP room all the time about how to use these levels. And I've had sessions on how to draw these levels, how to use these levels, what these levels are for. And I keep doing it and doing it and doing it. You guys just have to appear. All I did was just add this line. I'm not changing the bond levels. To bring that a little lower. That's it. Just wanted to add that in case we drop. Notice we've been going down on the bond market, down on the bond market last few days. Doesn't instill confidence in stocks right now. I'd be very cautious today, folks. We've been having a really good run up lately. Okay. Okay. There's your levels. So you have any comments, questions? Mm. There are several videos on how to use these levels. I go through how to use these levels and I show you 5 ways to trade these levels. There's all sorts of stuff. Mm. Speaking of all sorts, we're breaking that level to the downside on bonds right now. Speaking of that, here's where you start learning all this stuff in my VIP room at noon every single day. DRB. Right here. Here is where you get the channels every morning in this Telegram channel. And when you get and just when I'm done confusing you, you go here to make sure that you understand everything. All right. Let's continue. Let's continue. Stocks that I'm currently looking at. Let me give you my short list and then my long list, and I got to get out of here. Oracle, short side, stocks to the short side. Let's look at stocks to the short side. When Oracle's on my short list, it's not a good sign. Although Cisco's on my long list. That's a very nice short right there. It's cold today. That's PayPal, HPQ. I'm very repetitive. I'm very, very boring. And I say the same thing over and over again. I think most of you already know that. And that's how we like it. Why change something if it works so well? Now, look at this stock. How many updates has this stock had in the last 2 weeks? You can count them on one hand. And it's not overextended. Look how it's still near the 8-day, right? That's the kind of stock you want to look at. Okay, to the short side. It hasn't extended itself like it's not away from the 8-day EMA. Look at how well this stock is holding on to the 8-day EMA. Just keeps grinding down. Lyft. Haven't seen this stock on my radar in a while. Finally breaks the 200-day moving average. Finally breaks the 200-day moving average. I got to tell somebody that real quick. Hold on. Okay. See that? Remember I was telling you wait. There's nothing to wait for right now. We're below the 200-day moving average. PDD. IoT. Ooh, rock, really? Look at that trend. Notice not overextended from the 8-day EMA. IoT. This stock here, Paramount, they keep changing their name. I mean, their ticker symbols all the time. Look at that. Nice breakdown right here. And WAI, WAI. Ooh, getting a little extended, but still okay. Just a little extended, but look at volume. Volume, you got volume backing it up. This looks good. Okay, let me give you my long stocks. Intel. You got a nice little gap to green here. KMX, CarMax. Forget it. Forget the stock. It's not ready yet. It's got to get above the 200. It's not ready yet. JBL. This is not ready yet. It's got to get above right here. 247. It's got to get above 247. FCX. Overextended. Needs to come here. This is today, so overextended. Good for day. This is probably good for a day trade today. If you're day trading, you got your day trading. This is a perfect. See, it's overextended. Those are great for day trading. Google. Still like Google. I kind of regret getting out of Google. I don't really have a lot of regrets, but I do have regrets about this one. But I want to get it right here at the 8 day, right here, right there, 333. I want to get it right there. I'm hoping today it comes down. We can clip it right here. It's getting a little too top uppity here, but I like what I'm seeing. ASTS. We took a little bite out of this yesterday, actually, in the pit, and whoever didn't get out is cleaning up right now and very happy they didn't get out. UEC. Uranium stock, folks. I got COP. A little too much. A little too much. Wait for it. Maybe good day trading stock. Maybe a good day trading stock. But here's the one that isn't overextended. CVX. Oh, they're all overextended today. Don't do these. They're unless you're day trading, don't do CVX, COP, and this one. Okay. Their energy stocks, I guess, are on fire today. So if you're looking to day trade, energy stocks would be a good look. This one doesn't. This is not a. This is good for a swing right here, and it's above the 200. The other two, good day trading. Hut. Again, day trading stock. This is a day trading stock today. ALGM. See how overextended it is? Those are okay to day trade if they have volume, but not swing trade. TSEM. Let's take a look at this one. Yeah, that's why I'm saying they're good. That's very nice. That's a very attractive look, by the way. That's very nice. Let me put it here. Notice how wicky it is. See all these wicks, which means it's not a great stock to day trade because it has a lot of wicks. You don't want to trade stocks that day trade stocks that have a lot of wicks because it means it goes back and forth, but it's a nice swing. So the stocks that are really overextended, like up here, like the energy stocks today that have heavy volume, those are okay to day trade, assuming they've already came out with earnings. But the other ones, you don't want to touch them for swings. Okay. All right. I'm actually not late today for the first day. All right, folks, be careful. Please, small size for the next 24 hours. We don't know if Meta or Microsoft is going to win. You understand what I'm saying? We have a little tug of war today. We don't know if Meta or Microsoft is going to win. So far, uh, Meta is winning by a very small margin. But if interest rates keep going down, if interest rates keep going up, if bonds keep going down, interest rates going up, that may be a problem. This is still very much in the realm of randomness, okay? And we have Apple earnings in focus. Please be careful. Don't try to be a hero, okay? Please don't try to be a hero. I like what I'm seeing. I think semiconductors are getting a little overextended. I think gold and silver are in la la land right now. And I think overall, I like what I'm seeing, but we're going to have some non-directional volatility. And I'm very concerned that semiconductors are starting to get a little bit ahead of themselves, which means they need to come down here. And usually when semiconductors cool off, it puts pressure on other tech stocks. So let's be extra careful today. I'll see you guys all at noon in the VIP room. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. roger@rogerscott.com. And I bid you farewell. Remember, we have Mr. Tucci coming at in my VIP room today. All right. Bye, guys. I already posted the link. Thanks, Cam. Thanks, Bob. Thanks, everybody. Goose, I didn't see you here, but I'm pretty sure you're here. I'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Stay warm. Stay warm, okay? Yeah, Eagle Beagle. Crazy, right? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Bye, everybody. This energy, the oil and these oil prices are interesting. We may have day trades in energies today. Keep an eye on gold and silver. Don't, please, don't be a buyer right now. Just hold off.